guys, coming to you today with a horrendous story. So as you see pictured here in the middle, that is Miranda. Miranda had just turned 16 years old, and in February she was living with her grandmother, and both of her parents are not alive. And so she was living with her grandmother, and she had a date with a man that she had met online. And as you see here, this is Stephen Gress. He is the person that was communicating with Miranda online. She apparently was going to go on a date with him. He is in his 30s. I believe it was 36 if I'm not mistaken, but this is who she was going on the date with. And here you've got Michelle. Michelle is Stephen's girlfriend. Yes, you heard that right, girlfriend. So Stephen in his 30s, and as you see, Michelle here, his girlfriend, in her 30s. So Stephen was communicating with a 16-year-old, a child who had just turned 16 years old. She was then brought to their home, and she was at their home for around 4 days. And sometime between those 4 days in February, she was unalived. And so I'm going to share some footage here in just a moment. There's some footage, camera footage from the neighbor's home of Stephen you see here walking out to his car. You'll understand why that's a big deal and why that's been a big deal in this case. Both, as you see, that's their mugshots. So they both have been arrested for the first-degree unaliving of this sweet 16-year-old girl. So I'm going to share some of those, and I just want to fill you a little bit in on the case. This is out of St. Petersburg, Florida, and again, let's keep this family in our prayers, because this was horrific. Because even after the unaliving, there was terrible things that went on. So,
Robert Crispin just getting us inside in the last hours. Now, right now, it looks like everything has been cleaned out. I noticed bleach and cleaning materials everywhere. But look at this. Is this the last thing this little teen girl saw before her death? I mean, look at this place. You'd have no idea from the outside what's going on behind closed doors. Of course, you are seeing an adult male that we believe to be the defendant going out with this child's body, brazenly, front yard, putting the body of a little girl just turned 16 into his vehicle. Well, up there he is, getting everything just right, making sure it's all hidden. Looks like the child is in a blanket. Now, obviously, having no concern someone could see him, but according to Robert Crispin,
is down below. The second floor is another resident, so it's a duplex, up and down. Our suspect lived on the bottom floor, but that ring camera right there is the one that captured all that footage. That's the ring camera that captured Miranda here on the 14th. That's the ring camera that caught Miranda here on the 15th. That's the ring camera that caught both Michelle and Stephen coming and going from the house here. That is epic evidence, an epic video.
Crispin, explain to me what I'm seeing on the additional
Sources out here that Miranda was killed on a bed that was inside that main room, just inside that front door to the left.
live-in, Michelle Brandis, age 35. They're a pair straight out of hell.
And dust it finally with a little brush.
Hold the cam. There we're seeing the mop against the wall. What is the significance of that, Robert Crispin?
So according to my sources out here, this is where we believe the neighbor actually, while standing at the front door, saw Miranda curled in a ball crying in that corner.
Wife taking karate to keep up with her older brother David. When Miranda tragically loses both of her parents, she moves in with her grandmother in Gulfport, Florida.
Miranda's grandmother is happy to see the teen getting ready for a Valentine's date. Miranda is excited to go out. After the date drops Miranda off, her mood leads her grandmother to believe Miranda had a great time.
Bethany, this is exactly the kind of child that predators prey upon. She suddenly, as a teen girl, loses both her parents at once, moves in with grandma, looking for love, looking for acceptance, and she finds it online. Not really understanding at first that she's communicating with a 37-year-old man.
I think what happened is there's this lovely grandmother. She's taking care of the grandchild. That's true of so many grandparents in the United States when their grandchildren lose the parents. And so she's taking care of this grandchild, and she's thrilled that the grandchild is going out on a date. And what that tells me is that the perpetrator was grooming her, that this little girl was thrilled to be going out and getting the kind of attention that she was about to get, which tells me too that he was probably showering her with attention online and maybe even pretending he was somebody that he wasn't.